Hey Charger Engineer. In Module 1, we talked about Basecamp. It's where everyone gets started on their journey towards their engineering degree. At Basecamp, your first courses are determined by placement. So let's figure out where you are right now. Your math placement determines a pretty big chunk of your fall schedule. In this video, you will learn more about the math courses that engineering students will take and the order in which you will take them. We will also talk about how UAH determines your math placement. So you might be wondering, what math courses do engineering students need to complete? All engineering students are required to take the Calculus series, which consists of MA 171, Calculus A, MA 172, Calculus B, and MA 201, Calculus C. These courses are 4 credit hours each. Your placement determines whether you start in MA 171 or higher, or start in a pre-calculus class. Pre-calculus classes do not satisfy degree requirements. After completing the Calculus series, most engineering majors require the Advanced Math series of MA 238, Differential Equations, and MA 244, Linear Algebra, with some exceptions. Cybersecurity engineering only requires linear algebra, while chemical engineering only requires differential equations. Most engineering students will finish all required math courses by the end of their sophomore year. So, how is your math placement determined? The 3 factors that affect your placement include your ACT or SAT math subscore, AP Advanced Placement, and IB International Baccalaureate test scores, and dual enrollment credit. Let's look at factor 1. This table shows all the possible math placement levels determined by ACT and SAT math subscores from a level 0000, pre-calculus with algebra, to a level 3000, MA 171, Calculus A. If we consider the level 3000 placement, a student needs a minimum ACT score of 28 or a minimum SAT score of 600. Note that you cannot place higher than MA 171 via these test scores. To place into a math course above Calculus A, you will need AP, IB, or dual enrollment credit. Now let's talk about factor 2. If you are taking or have taken AP Calculus, you will need the following scores to earn credit and place into higher math courses. For the Calculus AB exam, you will need to earn a minimum score of 3, and you will receive credit for Calculus A and be placed into Calculus B for your first semester. If you take the Calculus BC exam and earn a score of 3, you will receive credit for Calculus A and be placed into Calculus B for your first semester. If, however, you earn a 4 or a 5 on the BC exam, you will receive credit for Calculus A and B and be placed in Calculus C for your first semester. Please note that UAH does not accept AP subscores. You can also earn credit for Calculus A and Calculus B through the IB program. If you score a 5 or a 6, you will receive credit for Calculus A, and you will be placed into Calculus B for your first semester. If you earn a 7, you will receive credit for both Calculus A and B, and will be placed into Calculus C for your first semester. Now let's talk about dual enrollment credit. If you are or were enrolled in college courses through a dual enrollment program, you may earn credit for pre-calculus and calculus classes and be placed into a higher level math course for your first semester. Students must earn a C- or better in those courses in order to receive credit. You'll be able to register for the next math course in the sequence. If a student takes pre-calculus with trigonometry, for example, which is MA 113 at UAH via dual enrollment, then that student will be placed into Calculus A. So what if you don't have any of these? If you don't have any ACT, SAT math subscores, or any other credit, don't worry. You will take the UAH math placement test to determine your placement. So for the UAH math placement test, full instructions and the registration link for the test will be on a page in this module. The test is done online and you have 2 attempts. The math placement test can only place you as high as MA 171 Calculus A. The If you are placed below MA 171, you can take the UAH Math Placement test. We actually encourage you to do this. You cannot be penalized for taking the UAH Math Placement test. For example, if you are placed in MA 113 by an ACT Math subscore and you score lower on the UAH Math Placement test, you will not be moved down. These are the scores needed for the 4 levels of the Math Placement test. Here are some notes on Math Placement. Level 3000 is the highest Math Placement, even if you have or will have credit for Calculus A or higher and take those courses in the fall. You will still be listed as Level 3000 for placement purposes, so don't worry. Second, everyone's a little different. So go to the frequently asked questions about Math Placement page in this module to find answers to questions you might have about your placement, especially if you're planning to receive credit for Calculus A or higher through AP, IB, or dual enrollment. So again, thanks for watching.